Welcome to Crochet Fun. My name is Irit and on this channel I share my crochet adventures. I am new to crochet but already addicted. I would love it if you subscribed and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. I'd love to know what you're working on. Today's video is all about what's on my hook, the different projects that I'm currently working on. All the links will be below. I'll start with this blanket. This blanket is my Everest. So the design is from Inside Crochet a couple of months ago. I will link you to everything below. And what I didn't know about the Inside Crochet magazine, just because I didn't properly read it, is that they use UK terms, which, don't ask me why there's this whole thing with the different terms, but yeah, so I made this. This was like one of my first crochet projects ever in the last month since I started crocheting, and I didn't know it, so I did triple crochet instead of a double crochet or something like this. So I made like a bigger stitch than the instructions call for. And so this is, I love the design and I think it looks okay, but for sure it would have been like a lot tighter and nicer for a blanket had I used the proper stitch. So yeah, I used like a triple crochet, like a US triple crochet or a UK double crochet, whatever, the one that you yarn over twice before you start the stitch. And yeah, I love how this blanket looks and I really can't wait to kind of finish it. But obviously I'm struggling with finishing it. So I did change the colors to kind of match more my tastes, but the original colors are gorgeous. It's not a huge difference. Just, you know, I slightly tweaked it. If there was like an orange I didn't like, I switched it for something else. And the yarn used in the original pattern and the one that I used also, this was my first try. There's a lot of firsts here, as you will notice, is the, I don't know how to pronounce this brand's name. I think they are Dutch, so Sheepjes or something like this. They have gorgeous yarns, and this is the Chunky Monkey, which is kind of their bulky yarn. And yeah, so I kind of changed it around. I didn't do the border as they suggest, even though I think their border is gorgeous, but I just got so tired of all the loose edges with all the color changes that I didn't want to do that again for the border. But I think the original design is probably nicer than the one I went for the border. I just wanted to make my life easier. So I do want to add tassels to this, and I have to weave in all of the loose edges. So I have to do that, but other than that, this is like a really, really gorgeous design. And yeah, I would definitely consider doing something like this again. Maybe use like a color changing wool or yarn for the colorful bits, so I don't have to change colors. It's just like the weaving all the loose ends it's a problem for me. But other than that, I think it's a beautiful blanket and a beautiful design, and yeah, highly recommend it. Super, super simple. I would say now I would probably consider myself like a adventurous beginner or kind of an intermediate, and this was really easy to follow. Yeah, just make sure you use the right stitch. But I have to finish this. I have to, yeah, finish this. This is like my whale that I have to deal with. Okay, next, moving on. So this one I'm pretty proud of, and I recently got this book because I really like the designer Cassi. She has a lot of design in the Inside Crochet magazine, and I always really, really like her style. So I thought I would get this, and The patterns are really nice. I based mine on this pattern. This one. So if you want the full pattern, get the book. But I had to kind of tweak it a little bit. So this is mine. It's almost finished. And it has like this granny pattern. I used this, what she uses in the book. She uses only all the yarns that she uses here are from this brand. And she uses the color Rose Quartz. I had a few skeins of this color, which I'm usually a very pinky. I like the pinks, but this color is really nice. This is Crystal Quartz, and that's what I had on hand. So I thought I would use it for this project. So you can see it's kind of like a vest, and the top has this design. Now, the original pattern calls for 5 of these squares. These are like squares that have this really cute flower in the middle. And for me, once I finished 4, I felt like it was wide enough for what I wanted, so I stayed with 4. I'm not sure it's as aesthetically pleasing as 5 would be, but 5 would have just been too big. I could have gone with 3 and then kind of fill out the edges, but I decided to stay with 4. And what I also had to adjust was the back. I didn't follow her underarm increases because they were just, I don't know, they started way too high for me. So basically what I did is actually I just kept the back straight. I didn't do any, maybe I did like 1 row or 2 rows of increases. Much lower. I think she starts around here, and I had to add all of this till I increased it just a little bit. I did the medium size, which has the width of, it's 100 centimeters, the size, like the whole round is about 100 centimeters. And yeah, and then here I did some increases, like a few more rows, and then just connected it here and then continued in the round, which you can see it looks different. This is like back and forth, and this is already in the round. I don't mind the difference, and I just really like working in the round. So the second thing I did is I didn't do the bottom edge as she does. I don't even know what she uses. I think she just uses a few single crochets. Yeah, so I decided to do a little ruffle, and I found a really nice tutorial. I think ruffles are probably not a complicated thing. I don't know, as I said. I'm kind of in the beginning of my crochet journey. So I found a cute ruffle. I decided to add it to the bottom and then also create these cute sleeves. And then I decided to end with just another color for just a little bit of kind of definition. So it's very subtle, but I think it's cute. I don't know how much you can see. So this color, I used one of these baby skeins that come in the beautiful color sets of the Stone and River washed, and look what happened. This is what happened. So this tiny thing was enough to go around the ruffle of the sleeve on this side and this side and all around the bottom, but then I ran out and I have this left. I tried to put in a similar color, but it was still obvious, so I had to order a whole big skein just for this. Very annoying, but yeah. Other than that, I'm really pleased with how it turned out. It was a fun project. It went pretty fast, even though it's, you know, it's not like a super chunky yarn. This is, what are you? Sports weight? I don't know. I used a 4mm hook, and it took me just a few days to make it. So really fun project, and I do like the way that it turned out. Yeah, so really happy about that. And once I receive my full scan of this color here, then I can finish it. And I don't know yet if I will make, I think I want to make, mostly because I really like the yarn, I want to make the really cute patterns here, this thing. This looks really fun, and she uses this Eliza yarn. She uses the color Gentle Apricot, but I'll show you the one I have. So I have this color. This is 100% polyester. It's super, super soft and just lovely. And the color is 225. Very exciting, but you can see it's kind of like a pinky salmon color. You see, like a warm pink, slightly muted. Really, really lovely. So I think this is super useful piece of clothing, and I do like the stitch. The stitch looks nice, and I think it's a really straightforward pattern. You know, just a rectangle, and then you kind of fold it. So I think that'll be the next project from this book. Okay, the next project is really, really fun, and I bought this pack of this yarn that I'm not even going to attempt now to pronounce. And the color pack, you can get this also on Amazon. Like, I got it on Amazon Germany with Prime shipping, so that was great. And there are some great projects for this, but I decided to kind of make my own pattern, and I want to create like a very kind of loose, simple, square-shaped top, kind of oversized, that I think would be perfect for, yeah, spring and summer. So I arranged the colors in the sequence that I want. Now, this pack has the stone washed and the river washed, and I'm more of a stone washed fan. Just the colors work better for me. This one has usually like 2 colors, and then this one usually just has shades of 1 color, and then some, you know, lighter, just like washed out versions of said color. So definitely a bigger fan of the stone wash. This is just like personal preferences. The river washes are okay. I don't know if I'll use them. I'm hoping that this will be enough for at least the front of the shirt. And then the back I might do in like 1 color. I have a few skeins of this color. This is Crystal Quartz. And then I have a couple of skeins of this color, which is gorgeous. This is Red Jasper. So I think that's what I'll do. And I just decided to go with a very, very simple pattern, which I got. I don't think I'll be needing any kind of increases or anything, because I really want to make it kind of a loose fitting top. And I used this book, Crochet Every Way Stitch Dictionary by Dora Ohernstein. And I decided to go with this stitch called Ledges. I'm using a 4mm hook, and I really kind of like, I don't want it too closed, but also not too open. So you could probably go, you know, if you wanted it really tighter, you could go down a hook size. And if you wanted it looser, you could definitely go to even like a number 5, I would say, and just have a really more of like a net effect. So it's a super simple pattern, but I really like the way that it looks. It's like 1 row of half double crochet and then a row of double crochet in the back loop, and this is kind of what you get. I started with a foundation chain. I think I did like a half double crochet foundation chain just to get the size right, because I was too lazy to make a swatch, a proper swatch. And for me, for the size that I want, which is probably around like 50 centimeters, like on each side, this was 91 chains. And the pattern calls for 2 + 1 stitches. So just an uneven number. And then what I like, I plan on doing like fringe on one side, because I don't want to weave in all the loose ends, but I want to use a lot of colors. So that is the plan, and then I'll just add, I mean, here's where I do the color changes, but I'll just add another like fringe or whatever on this side when it's done. So that's my plan, and I'm really excited about it, like all these beautiful colors. Yeah. Really, really fun. Next, I have this shawl, I guess. There's a really nice word for it that escapes me. So this design is from the Adinda's World of Crochet, which, okay, what I have to say, I'll talk about the process. This was one of the most enjoyable experiences that I had. Super, super simple, easy to follow instructions. It's very kind of free-form crochet, and I absolutely loved it. So what I finished is I kind of switched it up a bit with the colors, and yeah, I think I just messed with the colors, but so this is what I have, and now comes the decoration. So my issue with this particular pattern is this is not really my kind of aesthetics, and it's in one, like on one hand I would want to live in this kind of wonderland of colors, and if you'll go to her website you will immediately get what I mean, but it's not really my aesthetics, and I don't live alone at home, so I have to take under consideration also other people. But yeah, so there are a ton of decorations that go on this, and I don't know what I will include. I don't think I will wear this outside of the home, let me be honest. Not that I think there's anything wrong with it, it's just I don't really like to draw attention to myself, and I feel like something like this would yeah, would make people look. So I'm in Europe, in Austria, and for the most part people dress here kind of, I don't want to say boring, but very like classic boring. So a lot of neutrals, and you know, it gets really cold in the winter, and it's just like you don't see a lot of people wearing like purple, pink, and you know, glitz in the streets. So yeah, I'll show you some of the decorations. I tried to like make them because I thought they were really cute, and I did really enjoy adding this pom-pom yarn. I think it looks great, and I definitely want to use it more, especially for like home decor stuff. So I did enjoy that. The whole process was so fun, so easy, really enjoyable. I love these rare raised borders. They're really nice because they conceal the, you know, the switch between colors. And yeah, and I really discovered also some colors that are my favorite. Like this color here is just gorgeous, like this one here. And then this kind of soft orchid color is gorgeous as well. And the hot pink also. So wait, let me show you the flowers. Okay, so here are some of the flowers. There are also cherries in this, and kind of like, you know, puffy polka dots. So the pattern is expensive for like one design, but it does include a lot, and I think it's great. And if this is kind of your jam, then I highly, highly recommend it. Super, super fun. So they're like these big flowers that are supposed to go on this like edge, just like throughout like the whole shawl, and also with leaves. So I don't know how I feel about it. I tried like different colorways. This is a finished like large flower, and I think, you know, they're really, really cute. And I mean, yeah, as I said, I'm just very, very enjoyable. Not sure how this works for me personally. So this is kind of midway. Again, this is also midway. This misses the final row, but you can see kind of where this is going. And then these flowers I thought were really, really lovely. I like that the back is really flat. I think maybe something like this on a larger scale could be really fun as a decoration for a sweater or even like a big pillow. So this was one of the floral designs. Now the instructions, like she uses double strands for most of the things and then a single strand for the smaller details of the Sheepjes. Please forgive my horrible pronunciation. I know it's not Sheepjes, which is what I wanted to say, but it's not that. So for their Color Crafter yarn, I used some Color Crafter, like this beautiful color is from Color Crafter, but then I had on hand the Chunky Monkey, so I used that, and yeah, it works great. I have this color from Chunky Monkey is everything. It's like this neon salmon, I would say. Salmon, sorry. And it's, I could live in this color. I love it. And then the hot pink also gives me all the feels. So yeah, this is where I'm at. I still haven't decided. For now, this, as it is sitting on like a comfy chair that I have in my room. And it does make me happy. So, you know, you don't have to wear it, but if you are not brave, brave enough. But I thought it was just so fun to make. So that's what I wanted to say about that. After I made that shawl, I decided to buy another one of her patterns. And this is for the, I think it's called the Dahlia pillow. And I don't know what to say about this. Again, I think her designs are so fantastic, and you can just see that she lives in this like magical world. And I love it. But yeah, it's not really there for me. But again, this was so enjoyable to make, so easygoing and fun. Again, I think she uses like a double Color Crafter. I used Chunky Monkey for most of it, like a single strand. And I did mess up the pattern. I think it calls for like 3 rows of these petals around the edge. And I should have done another row. I could probably add it now, but I think it's like there's enough going on here. And I also didn't add the polka dots. You can add like the pattern comes with like polka dots that you can add here, but I thought this was plenty. And I was also too lazy, and I only added these like top little chunkies to a few of these, but the pattern calls for to add them to everything. And I think there's actually a center which I should probably make that goes here. But again, this was like, I'm not sure about the aesthetics. I think you can, if you feel comfortable adjusting patterns, I think these are really, really easy to adjust. So you could kind of tone it down and maybe just do the petals. It's just really fun to follow her instructions. I found it to be very enjoyable. And I just kind of use colors that I don't think I would use on another project. I mean, they're nice, but it's not like my favorite colors. So I thought I could just use them for a pillow. Now this pillow made my husband laugh a lot. It's the kind of thing that I don't think he wants. around him. It's just, there's a lot going on here. It looks like planned from the movie Trolls. That's where I'm at. I mean, I kind of love it, but I also get if people are a bit weirded out by it. But yeah, great fun making this. So finally, something that is finished. There are two more. Okay, so let's start. They're both kind of fun. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. We'll get to it. Okay, so this is for my daughter, my 5-year-old. She was really excited about these colors, and I'm not gonna lie, I was also. But again, like, I really love all the colors here. I probably wouldn't leave the house wearing something this colorful. That's not true. Maybe like a sweater or something like this. But yeah, the colors are gorgeous. This is called Horizon. It's from Hobbii. They have a German website and like an international one, so I order from the German one. And they have good shipping times. Usually it gets to me within a week. I think they ship all their orders, at least to Austria, on Tuesday. So it just feels faster if, you know, you order on Monday and then it ships the next day, and then it usually arrives by Saturday or a couple of days later. But then if you order on Friday, it just ships like 4 days later. So I know now that I should probably place my orders on Sunday or Monday. So this is, yeah, this is called Horizon. This is 100% acrylic wool, and this is a 200-gram cake, and it has 550 meters of yarn, and this is a 3-weight, and they recommend a 4mm hook, and that's actually what I used. This is made in Turkey, and they say designed in Denmark, and this is really lovely. I really enjoy working with it, and I have nothing bad to say. It's all good. I do wish it was a bit bulkier so it would just go faster, but it's still lovely, lovely to work with. The colors are gorgeous. This is color number 15. I wish I liked more of their color combinations, but for the most part, it's not really for me. But this color combo is gorgeous. You can see it has 3 pinks and 3 turquoises, and it goes from kind of the light turquoise to mid turquoise, dark turquoise, then it goes to the dark pink, mid pink, and then light pink. And they're just really beautiful shades. The turquoises are pretty much the same shade, I'm very particular about color, so it might be excessive. The turquoise is kind of the same color, just in different values, but the pinks are quite different. There's like the hot pink is really, really bright, and then the mid pink is a bit more bluish, has a bit more of a bluish undertone, and then the light pink is really more muted. It's kind of like a powder pink. So I think this is beautiful. I plan to make this into a blanket. I might need to order another cake, and this has, you know, a center pull, and it just works really, really easily. 4mm hook, very, very nice to work with, and I do plan to add like some tassels in the corners. The pattern is a free carpet pattern from Hobbii, from their website, that the original pattern is for a carpet, and they use like one of these you know, like ribbon yarns and an 8mm hook or something like that, but I just took the pattern, super, super simple. It's basically double crochet, and then you just do into every, I don't know how you call it, it's not a corner, but every like increase place, sorry, you just do like a double crochet and a chain in the middle. So that's how you do the increases. But yeah, it's a free pattern, and you can get it in German and English and whatever you want on their website. So really, really enjoying this. This is kind of my mindless project that I can do, you know, in the evening, sitting watching TV, that I don't have to think about it. Very, very nice. Love the yarn, love the pattern. Now this one I'm undecided. So this is another kind of free form shirt top that I decided to make. Now the yarn is very exciting. This is, I think it's new, from Adinda. This is an Italian brand, and this is 68% modal and 32% polyamide nylon, basically. And this is kind of, you can see like a tube string, and it is really, really lovely, soft, and very, very light. It's a joy to crochet with. I used a 7mm hook, and I went with, what is this? What are you? I think it's a half double crochet. And I don't know. I can't decide how I feel about this. What this yarn wants to be. So I really want to make like a summer top, and I think it'll feel like really, really nice, but I don't know how, if I'm loving it. So this is one skein. I will need a lot. So I'm thinking maybe I will change the plan. I thought about maybe like a cute bolero type of thing. I think that would be also fun, you know, over like a white tank top or t-shirt, something like that. Yeah, I just, experience taught me that if I'm not really into it, it's better to start over than kind of force myself. So I think maybe I'll look for a nice bolero pattern. Because this is new, I haven't seen anyone really do anything with it, so not a lot of inspiration. And most of the summer clothes instructions out there are for, you know, thinner threads, understandably, but this one is really light, so I think it would be great for summer also. I just need to find the right pattern for it. So I don't know, if you have any suggestions, I would love to hear. And that's it on this very, very long video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon in another one. Take care, bye.